So welcome back. In this video, we'll continue solving few questions on trigonometric ratios. Now let's take this question which says that a triangle ABC is right angled at angle B, and we have given the value of tangent of A, which is 1 over under root 3. Okay. Now when we say tangent of A is 1 over root 3, okay, and we know that tangent of A is perpendicular over base, then it does not mean that perpendicular is 1 and base is under root 3. What it means is the ratio of perpendicular and base is 1 over under root 3. Now with that, let's start solving the question. So first thing first, the best thing is let's make the diagram. So let's take a different color. Yeah, it's fine. So this is our right angle triangle, and this angle B is 90 degree. So this becomes B, this becomes A, this becomes C. Okay. Now tangent of A is 1 over under root 3. Now what is tangent of A? If you remember, it's Pandit, Badri, Prashad, Har, Bole. That is perpendicular over base. I just told you also. So when we say perpendicular of base, the ratio of perpendicular of base, then we can assume that the constant which is getting multiplied by both perpendicular and base will be x. Hence the perpendicular is going to be x and base is going to be under root 3 of x. It's going to be under root 3x. Now what is the value of AC? Okay, let's first see what we have to find. We have to find sine of A. We have to find sine of A. Then we need cos of C. Okay. Then we also need sine of C and cos of A. Okay. Now to find the sine and the cos, we need to have the third side as well. Now to find the third side, there is AC which we have to find. It's simple. We have to apply Pythagoras theorem, which says that square of hypotenuse is equal to sum of squares of two sides, right? And AC square will be equal to x square plus 3x square, or AC square is equal to 4x square, or AC is equal to 2x. So this is 2x. Okay. So now we have all the three sides. This is kind of 1, this is under root 3, and this is 2. Now what we are supposed to find? Sine of A and cos of C. Sine of A. This is better. Yeah. Sine of A. Now here's the trick. Here's the tricky part. Now sine of A is this, angle A is this. Okay. So when we say perpendicular of sine of A is perpendicular to hypotenuse, then this BC becomes the perpendicular, and hypotenuse of course remains the same, right? Because this is the opposite side. Perpendicular is always opposite to the angle. So sine of A is going to be what? Perpendicular over hypotenuse. And what is perpendicular here? Under root 3x over 2x. Then what we have to find? We have to find cos of C. Cos of C. Cos of C. Now this is equal to base over hypotenuse. Now here's what's the base? Base is under root 3x. Now we are finding cos of this angle. Cos of this angle we are finding, right? So this is base and this is hypotenuse. So it is under root 3x over 2x. Then what more value you have to find? Cos of A and sine of C. So again the cos of A. Again this angle, cos is base over hypotenuse. So this becomes base, this becomes hypotenuse. So cos of A is x over 2x. Cos of A is equal to x over 2x. And then we have to find sine of C. And what is sine of C? Perpendicular of over hypotenuse. Now this looks pretty clear. This is the angle. So this is the perpendicular. This is hypotenuse. This is hypotenuse. Okay. So sine of C is going to be x over under root 3x. Sorry, x over 2x. We are finding sine of C. Now it is simple. So I guess let's write it down what we have to find here. It is sin A cos C plus cos A sin C. We have to find sin A cos C plus cos A sin C. So we have all the values here. So what is sin A? Under root 3x by 2x. What is cos C? Under root 3x by 2x. What is cos A? X over 2x. And what is sin of C? X over 2x. It's fairly simple. Becomes 3x over 4x square plus 3x square plus x square over 4x square. So this x square goes, all they'll go. So this becomes 3 by 4 plus 1 by 4, which is equal to 4 over 4 and is equal to 1. So this is the answer. Now let's take the other question, other part rather, which is cos A cos C minus sin A sin C. Second part is cos A cos C minus sin A sin C. Now what is cos A? X over 2x. X over 2x. And what is cos C? Cos C is under root 3x over 2x. Under root 3x over 2x. And what is sin A? Sin A is under root 3x over 2x. And what is sin C? Sin C is again x over 2x. The answer looks pretty simple. This into this is equal to this into this, right? But we'll still solve it, okay? So it becomes, this x will go with this. This x will go with this x will go with this x will cancel this x will cancel this x. So we'll be left with under root 3 over 4 minus under root 3 over 4, and this is equal to 0. Okay, so finally we have done this. Now let's take the other question, which is prove that 1 over cos A plus 1 over 1 minus cos A over 1 plus cos A whole under root is equal to cosecant of A minus cot of A. Now we are going to bring little bit of, arithmetic or algebra in it. How you do it? solution. First, take the left hand side. What we'll do is that we will take the left hand side and we'll do some operation on it, and we'll bring it to the in the same form as we are giving on the right hand side. Now, whenever we have got something like, expression like which is 1 minus x over 1 plus x, the first thing it suggests us is that, let us kind of rationalize it. Okay. Now, whenever in an expression we have in a rational form, that is p by q form, if we multiply or divide the numerator and denominator by same expression, the expression remains unchanged. Okay. Now cosecant is what? 1 over sine. Cot is what? Cos over sine. So we have to do something which can, help us make this, bring sine in denominator. Okay. And since it is under root, so if in case we are able to get something, it's like kind of whole square or square, that can help us. Okay. So if we get somehow we convert this into sine square, and when we'll take root of it will become sine. So this is how you have to apply your mind. So how it looks like is that we will multiply and divide both sides by 1 minus cos A. Now what it becomes is, in the numerator it becomes 1 minus cos A whole square, and of course there is an under root. I'm just doing an extra step. And denominator becomes, it's like x plus a into x minus a, so there is no harm in writing one step. So it becomes 4 under root 1 plus cos a into 1 minus cos a, right? Green is too confusing, so let's take a different color. So in numerator this is square, and then we are taking root of it, so it will become 1 minus cos a, and denominator it is x plus a into x plus x minus b, which is x square minus b, a plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. So same thing will apply here. It will become under root of 1 minus cos square a, which means that this becomes 1 minus cos a over under root of sine square a. Look, there are 2 or 3 steps which I have done extra here. It's only for your understanding. This is equal to 1 minus cos a. In fact, you could have skipped those steps, but since we are still at the very, very nascent level of trigonometry, I don't want to, skip those steps, because there is a high chance that, later on you can commit a mistake. So sine square a under root will become sine of a. Now simple is that we will break this into 2 parts, which will become 1 over sine a minus cos a over sine a, which is equal to cosecant a minus cot a. And what is our right hand side? Cosecant a minus cot a. So we'll solve one more question here. In triangle PQR, or triangle PQR is right angle at Q. Let's use the line tool. PQR. Okay. So it's right angle at Q. PR, let's give the name P, Q, and R. Now we are given PR plus QR. PR plus QR is equal to 25 centimeter and PQ is equal to 5. So we are given one side and we are given relationship between the other two sides. Let's do it, solve it some here. Okay. Now let QR be X. Let's assume some side, okay? Let QR is equal to X. So PR will be is equal to 25 minus X, because PR plus QR, well, let's do the step for you, okay? Now we know that PR plus QR is equal to 25, or we can say PR is equal to 25 minus QR, or PR is equal to 25 minus X. Now it will be easier for you to understand, right? So this becomes X and this becomes 25 minus X, right? Now we have to find sine of P. This is the angle P, sine of P. And what is sine? This is sine. So this is going to be perpendicular and this is going to be hypotenuse. Sorry, this is going to be hypotenuse, okay? Now first let's find the value of X. Since these are the ratios, we can easily find the value of X. Now here what we are going to use, we are going to use the Pythagoras theorem. As per Pythagoras theorem, we have got 25 minus X whole square is equal to X square plus 25, right? Which means there are two ways to solve. Whether we expand it then solve it, or there is one more way we can do it. Anyways, we'll do it this way, which is 625 plus X square minus 50X A minus B whole square. This is equal to X square plus 25. This X square cancels with X square. 25 will come here and 50X will go this side. So it will become 50X is equal to 625 minus 25, or you can say that 50X is equal to 600, or X is equal to sorry, X is equal to 600 divided by 50, 12. When if no, what is our X? Our X is QR. If QR is equal to X, then our hypotenuse, that is PR, is equal to be PR is equal to 25 minus 12, or this is equal to 13. Now we have got all the three sides. So our triangle now looks something like this. That is, this is our triangle, a little shorter one. Okay. This is right angle at P. Right angle at what? P, no? Q. Right angle at Q, P, R. This PQ was given was 5. QR we have found 12. This is 13. Now we have to find sine of P. What do we have to find? We have to find a little more space. Yeah, we have to find sine of P. Now what is sine of P? Perpendicular over hypotenuse. What is perpendicular? Perpendicular is, this is P. This is P. If this is P, if Then this is the perpendicular. And what is the value? It is 12. And then this is the hypotenuse, right? And what is hypotenuse? It is 13. So sine of P is 13. So with that we end this video here itself, and next video we'll try and do a couple of more sums on trigonometric ratios. And I guess you should be doing at least about 15 to 20 questions on daily basis to practice the trigonometric ratios, because this is very important right from your 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th, and of course if in case you go in for some entrance exams. Till then, enjoy, study hard, have a great day, bye bye.